All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's see if I can get all of that pulled up. Let's see if we can pull this here. Good morning. Good morning. We are late. We are late, but we are here. Let's get into the assets. Can I see all that? Yeah. We can see it all. Good morning. It's good to see you. My name is Will, coming to you live from Austin, Texas. We're gonna let a rip potato chip. Hope you're ready to get after this. We're gonna mess around with some foreclosures this morning. Yeah. Oh. Not that big. Let's go here. Let's get into good. God, why does it do that? How do I? Let's do this. Let's go to this guy. Come over here. Good morning. Good to see you. My name is Will. I'm coming to you live from Austin, Texas. We're going to review how to find foreclosures. Did someone say foreclosures? Oh my gosh, that's music to my ears. By God, is that Stone Cold Steve Austin music? What's up, baby? We need to get to Massachusetts. We need to get to New Hampshire. There's some interesting things going on here in Texas, by the way, just so you know. I was at the Dallas County foreclosure auction last June, so the first week of June. There were like 5 to 7 properties that sold with between $70,000 and $90,000 of equity. Boating season in Massachusetts. Dude, I did dinner in Boston on the boat next to Logan. You know, like there's a little harbor there. It was the coolest thing ever. I was there chilling, eating dinner, and then a float plane lands in the water. And I'm like, okay, this is awesome. You know, it is expensive in Massachusetts. The taxes are out of control, but I was like, I get it. It's kind of the same. It's kind of like when you go to California, San Diego, and it's beautiful out there, and you're like, okay, I get why they can charge so much in taxes. I just don't understand the snow, though. Yeah, I would be out. All right, good morning. If you're new here, my name is Will. I'm coming to you live from Austin, Texas. I am building my foreclosure list for the month of July. Massachusetts and Southern New Hampshire are horrendous for housing investing. Always looking. Kirk, what's up, baby? Let's get into some foreclosures. So just because it's tough where you're at doesn't mean we can't buy somewhere else. I totally understand the real estate markets are crazy and it varies all over the place. So we're going to get into a couple of different things that you can do here. If you want to learn how to buy foreclosures, my name is Will. I'm coming to you live from Austin, Texas. I'm going to teach you my first 5 steps to finding and evaluating foreclosures live right now. If you want to learn how to do this, just type 5 in the comments and I will walk you through my first 5 steps. Cool? That seems like a fair trade. You type 5 and I'll teach you my 5 steps. That's like a really great trade. That's a valuable trade. Great. That's a great trade deal. The greatest of all. I need to work on my impression. I need to work on it. Can I share that spreadsheet? Yeah, baby. Yeah, for sure, Christian. Good morning. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're new here, my name is Will, coming to you live from Austin, Texas. Let's go find some foreclosures. Are you ready? You ready? All right, so step number 1, let me know in the comments what state you're tuning in from. That's the first piece of information I need. Los Angeles. Christian, Los Angeles is not a state. It's a state of mind, maybe. Okay, that makes sense. Do you get money for teaching? No, I do not. You want to give me some money? Give me your money. I'm just kidding. I'm good. New Jersey, California, Vatican City, New York, Montana checking in. Texas, what's up, Lisa Marie? Nebraska, Christy, good to see you. Minnesota checking in. Good morning. California, Missouri, good to see you. If you're new here, guys, my name is Will, coming to you live from Austin, Texas. We're going to learn. Good morning. Good morning, sunshine. Maryland checking in. We're going to learn how to find foreclosure. Step number 1. You ready for this? Check this out. We're going to go to the internet machine. And we're going to ask the great internet in the sky, Pennsylvania. What's up, Cheyenne? We're going to ask the great Google machine who maintains property records in, let's go to Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, the recorder of deeds for each county. So if you want to learn how to find foreclosures, we're doing that live right now. In Pennsylvania, the recorder of deeds in each county is responsible for maintaining property records. The reason that this is step number 1 is because this is going to tell us what we need to do for step number 2. Once you figure out and you understand that somebody in your state by law has to keep track of all the property transactions in your state, you can then go to that source. Does this make sense? Type 1 for yes if you're with me on this. Does all this make sense? By the way, if you didn't hear, last night we did a training on how to find assets, how to practice buying them risk-free. If you want to be a part of that training, I did it last night. I had a ton of people that couldn't make it because it was like a night. It was an evening thing. So I'm doing a training tomorrow morning for free. If you want to be a part of that training, you can register for free. So I'm doing an encore tomorrow. Just go to my TikTok profile, register. Or I think there's a gold link in the corner. Is there a gold link in the corner? Type G in the comments if y'all see the gold link. If you tap on the gold link, it'll take you to my website, and you can register for free. I'm teaching a class tomorrow. How do I find assets? How do I practice buying them risk-free without spending any money? So that's tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Awesome, G. Okay, so I'm just doing an encore. I did a training last night. It was awesome. Over 200 people were in there saying it was great. I'm just going to do an encore tomorrow morning at 9 for the people that couldn't make it. So if you want to be there, go grab it. So now that I know who maintains property records, and I know in the county clerk, it's the county clerk in the state of Texas, all I'm going to do is go to county clerk. So let's go to, let's say I live in Dallas. Dallas County Clerk. Bam. You ready? Cheyenne G. What up, G? So now I'm going to go look for the list of foreclosures. I go to Dallas County Clerk's website. Where's the list of foreclosures? I wonder, oh, there's the list of foreclosures. So I'm going to clicky on the button. Can you put life insurance in a trust and use the net worth of the trust to get a loan against it? Why are you doing all that? What is the point? What is your objective? What is the point? What is the point of doing all that stuff? All right, everybody see my screen? We're going to look at a foreclosure. Everybody type F in the comments. Let's go to Garland. So if you find a foreclosure, this is what it looks like. So step number 1, who maintains property records? Step number 2, go to that source. Step number 3, look for the list of foreclosures. Step number 4, we're going to look for a budget. F. Watch this. This is what a foreclosure document looks like live right now. So it says, notice a substitute trustee sale. Taking notes. Let's go, Michael. Let's go. So we're looking for 2 pieces of information on this document. On this foreclosure announcement, I'm looking for 2 pieces of information. The first piece of information that I'm looking for is the debt amount, which is right there in the middle of the screen, $390,000. I'm going to take that $390,000 and I'm going to add it to my board. Look at all the foreclosures we've been evaluating. All of these are foreclosures we've been evaluating. So let's look at this one. Let's go here and let's type in 390, 1, 2, 3. That's our debt amount on this asset, $390,000. Good morning, Smile a While. Good morning, Sunshine. Good to see you. $390,000 is our debt. Cool. Let's go back to our document and let's see if we can find the address so I can look up the value. Everybody type V in the comments for value. If you're new here, by the way, my name is Will, coming to you live from Austin, Texas. I go live all the time and I teach you how we find assets that produce profit. If you want to hang out with us, tap the follow button. If you didn't get a chance to register, I'm doing an encore training. I did a training last night, walking you through how we practice buying assets risk-free so we can gain the skill before spending our cash. If you want to practice buying assets and learn that game, there's a gold link in the corner of this TikTok live. On this side of the screen, in the bottom corner, tap on that gold link. My website pops up. You can register for tomorrow morning's free class. I'm going to teach you how we do this. If you want to register, come back in and say I'm in. You ready? All right, here we go. So now I found the address, and I'm going to go look up the value. So let's go take a look. Let's go take a sneaky peeky. See what this is worth. We know the debt's $390. Price unknown. How dare you? All right, let's go here. What does this one say? I could always go to the county appraisal district. Oh, it looks like they sold this before it went to foreclosure. So they got rid of it. Ooh. Okay, so the last list price was $280. This one wouldn't have worked anyway. So we're going to pass on this deal. Let's go to another one. Let me give you a better. So I'm going to go to Garland number 2. Let's review this foreclosure. So this is what a foreclosure announcement looks like. It says notice a substitute trustee sale. I'm looking for 2 pieces of information. The first piece of information I'm looking for is the debt amount. And I don't see it on here. Hold on. Wait. Did I miss it? Did y'all see it? There's the address. I could look up the deed of trust and find it. Oh, here we go. Okay. So obligation secured, the deed of trust contract lien executed by $65,000. Everybody type 65 in the comments. What website do I see these documents? I'm going to show you we're just going to walk through it here in a second. This is a public website, free. I'm at the county clerk's office. I'll show you how to do it. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Sunshine. Let's go. $65,000, Lisa Marie. What a great name. $65,000. 1, 2, 3. So that's the debt amount. Now we're going to go look up the value. We're going to figure out in the first couple of minutes if we should continue researching this foreclosure. If you're new here, by the way, and you didn't get a chance, I'm teaching an encore class. I did a class last night for free, teaching how you practice buying assets risk-free. Before you spend your money, you gain the skill. If you want to register for that class, it's free. I'm doing an encore tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. If you want to register, just comment the word help, and I'll show you how to register. Now that I've found this foreclosure, and I know the debt on it is $65,000, I'm going to go try to look up the value. Because I want to figure out, is it worth me continuing to research this thing? And I don't want to have to put that much time into it in the beginning. So I'm going to take this address, and I'm going to go look at the value. If I know the debt, encore. Yeah, that class is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. If you want to learn how to find assets that produce cash flow so that you can retire in 7 years or less, that's our average, just comment the word help, and I'll show you how to register for that class. Cool? All right, so this house, $210,000 is the estimated value. All right, cool. So if the foreclosure is going to go to bid for $65,000 and the value is $210,000, our potential profit is what? $145,000. Wait a minute, what? Now, we're not out of the woods yet. There's a couple of other pieces of information we need to look for. I'm going to teach you how to do that. Help, Dex, J, Texas, help. Okay, to register for tomorrow morning's class, it's free. How do I find assets that produce profit, and how do I practice buying them risk-free? We gain the skill before we spend our money. The class is free. On this side of the TikTok live screen, in the bottom corner, there's a gold link. Tap on the gold link. It looks like a chain. Tap on the gold link. My website pops up. You can register. Once you register, come in the comments and say, I'm in. Cool? Cool. David, help. So do y'all see the gold link in the corner? Type G in the comments if you see the gold link. So we found this foreclosure. This foreclosure's debt is $65,000. The value is $210,000. G, awesome. The value is $210,000. So the potential profit on this transaction is $145,000. Should we continue researching this deal? Yes or no? I'm not too bougie. 145,000 is 145,000. So I'm going to keep researching this. Yeah? Yeah. Bingo. Yes, of course. Of course we're going to keep researching this thing. What do we need to do next is look for liens. Now, a lien is a debt. If you don't pay your hospital bill, they can put a lien on your house. If you don't pay your taxes, they can put a lien on your house. That means that when you sell your property, the mortgage company, the first lien holder, is going to get paid, and then whoever the other lien holders are going to get paid too. Where can you find if there's any liens? I'm Marlena. I'm going to show you right now. So I'm going to go back to the same source. So how many of you are new here and you want to learn how to buy foreclosures? Type F. I'm going to answer Marlena's question and answer your question. How many of you are new here? Just type F. If you're new here and you want to learn how to buy foreclosures. So you're going to skip right over my question. What was your question? I don't know if you know this. You're not the only one in here. F, F, F. You're the center of your universe, but you're not the center of my universe. I love you. I love you. You an only child? F. Okay, here we go. So foreclosures. Step number one. I want to figure out who maintains property records in my state. By law, somebody in your state has to keep track of property records. Yeah? So now that I know that somebody by law has to keep track of property records, registered, let's go. So now that I know by law somebody has to keep track of property records in my state, I want to figure out who that is. So like if it's by law, then who is it? So in my state, Texas, I just want to go to the internet and I want to say who maintains property records in Texas? Who is that? In Texas, the property records are maintained by the county clerk. In the comments below, let me know what state you're in. What state are you in? I'm in, Daddy-O. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome. I will see you tomorrow morning for our encore training. How do we find assets that produce profit? How do we practice buying them risk-free? We gain the skill before we spend our money. West Virginia, Oregon, to register for tomorrow's free class, how to find assets, there's a gold link in the corner. TikTok Live on this side of the screen in the bottom corner. Tap on the gold link. My website pops up. You can register. It's free. Texas, Louisiana, New Orleans. I'm in as well. Let's go, the bearded. California, New York, Arizona, New York City, New York. Good to see you. So I would just go to the internet and I would say, who maintains property records in Louisiana? The question was, how do I find the information that I'm looking at? All of this is free public information. In Louisiana, property records are maintained primarily at the parish level with the clerk of the court, right? Georgia, love real estate, but good to diversify. What percentage of real estate do you have in your portfolio? Okay, what was the other state? Georgia. I don't know my percentage. In Georgia, the local county superior court clerk's office. But I've got a lot of storage, real estate, and businesses that I own. So now that I know who maintains property records, I want to go to that source. So I know in Texas is the county clerk. So let me just go to the Google machine. Watch this. Let's go to Bexar County Clerk. So the internet told me the county clerk maintains property records, and I'm looking for the list of foreclosures, and you're watching me Google this live. So I'm at the website for Bexar County Clerk here in Texas. Look at this. What does this say right here? It says foreclosure map search. It says right here, I'm in for tomorrow. Let's go. If y'all didn't get a chance to register for tomorrow's class, this is my last class. I did one last night. A ton of people couldn't make it. They had events with their kids. They had to do this. They had to do that. So I'm doing a free training tomorrow. This is my encore class. If you want to learn how to find assets that produce profit and practice buying them risk-free, gain the skill before you spend your cash, there's a gold link in the corner of this TikTok Live. Tap on that. My website pops up and you can register. So that's, somebody asked, how do I find this information? I just walked you through the first couple of steps. Let me go back and evaluate this property, okay? So we found, and we need to look for liens. We found this property. The debt where the bidding is going to begin on this foreclosure is $65,000. Bank gets first bid. What's up, Renee Miller? Bank registered. What's up, Mugshots? $65,000 is the first bid. So Wells Fargo, National Bank, JP Morgan, whoever the mortgage servicer is going to get first bid. Then you and I have the opportunity to bid next. Well, if the value is $210,000 and we can bid it for $65,000 and $1, our potential profit's $145,000. But we need to just did an owner financing on 5 properties. Let's go. Congratulations. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm saying. Everybody gets scared about interest rates right now, 7, 8, 9% interest. I wouldn't be worried about it at all. One of the things you have to understand, the philosophy is risk never goes away. It just transfers. The risk right now is not on the buyer. It's on the seller. When the seller of any kind of asset is competing with everybody and their mama trying to sell their assets too, you can do creative financing deals. When interest rates are high, creative financing deals pop up. You see what I'm saying? Zig when others zag. Amen. So the risk is now on the buyers. Why is that? Because if I'm a buyer, now the risk is on the sellers. If I'm a seller and there's 4,000 other people in my market trying to sell, I've got to compete with them. Now I carry the risk. Does this make sense? Everybody with me on this? Risk never goes away. It just moves. That's it. I just want to identify where the risk is and know how to mitigate it. Cool? So you're saying you just pay for the debt amount only? Exactly. Let's go here. So now let's go look for the liens. Any other additional debts on this foreclosure? I found this property. The bidding is going to begin at $65,000. But let's go see if we can find anything else. Any other thing. So I'm going to take the deed of trust document number. Let me see if I can find it. And all I'm looking at is this substitute trustee sale. This is the notice. This is the announcement the county makes to let you know that there is a foreclosure coming. So let me take this information, and I'm going to go straight to the source. All I did was Google Dallas County Clerk website. I'm in, Sean. Let's go. All I'm going to do is Google that. And I'm going to come down here where it says public record search. All of this is free public information. I'm going to take that information, and I'm going to search for their deed of trust. The deed of trust is the contracted debt amount. Here we go. Deed of trust. Bam. Let's confirm that this deed of trust is, in fact, that property. Okay, I need to find the address, but this is looking like that property. I think this thing's paid off. Let's see if they've got a second lien on it. Yeah. Is that the one we looked up? 2021? Okay, here we go. We found it. Now let's go see if there's any other liens on this. You ready? Good morning, Will Mike. What's up, baby? Good morning, Pop Knox. Okay, so we're looking any other liens. Any other liens? Okay, so is this HUD? Yeah, so there's a HUD lien. What is that about? 2023. So this is why they're getting foreclosed. I don't see any additional debt. If you're new here, let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from. My name is Will. I'm in Austin, Texas. We're evaluating foreclosures live right now. I'm just trying to quickly scan this for our training purposes. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I've made the grave error of I'm stuck in the PDF reader thing and I can't. Oh, dang it. Okay, hold on. All right, there we go. Where we at? Austin, Texas, Ontario, Canada, Good Eye Mite, Alabama, Buckeye, Arizona tuning in. What's up, Arizona? We'll go to Maricopa County and look at some stuff. Okay. So there is a HUD lien on it. And I want to see if that's connected to the other mortgage. Let's go here. But there's no other, let's go to the other person. Let's go look at the other, see if there's any other liens on this house. And we're going to figure out our total. Ooh. Oh, man, check this out. All right, let me hit some zoom action for you. Okay, so what we're looking at here is what's called a child support lien. So this person did not pay their child support. So you can see right here. Let me just hit some zoom action for you guys so y'all can see it. Y'all see right here where it says child support office? So y'all see that? Child support office. So new follower, what's up? California, good to see you. Baby daddy lien. Yeah, we call this a baby daddy lien. Somebody did not pay their child support. You got to pay for them kids. If you have the kids, you got to provide. That's the rules, I think. So there's a child support lien on this thing. I'm not going to show too many details on that because sometimes they leave some information that's none of our business on there. Let's say there's $25,000 in liens, other debts on this stuff, right? So we found a house that's valued at $210,000. The debt, the beginning bid from the bank is going to be $65,000. You would get next bid. Do I hear 66? Boom, you can bid. That means a potential profit of $145,000. However, let's say we found another $25,000 in liens. That's going to lower our potential profit down to $120,000. If you like this asset and you want to continue researching it, type 1 for yes. Is it worth us continuing to look at this later on? 1 for yes, 2 for no. You tell me, is $120,000 in potential profit worth it to you? Yes? Do Connecticut. Let's go, Gina. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. If you're new here, guys, my name is Will. I'm coming to you live from Austin, Texas. If you didn't get a chance to register, I'm teaching a free class tomorrow morning. I did a class last night. A bunch of people couldn't make it. They had to take their kids to sports and stuff like that. So I'm going to do an encore class for them. If you want to join us, the class is free. How do I find assets? How do I make sure they produce profit? And how do I practice buying the assets risk-free so I can gain the skill without spending my cash? If you want to be a part of that class, it's free. Just comment the word help, and I'll show you how to register. I couldn't make it. I know. What were you doing, gambling or something? If you want to be there, just comment the word help. I'll show you how to register. I'm going to do another foreclosure. I'm going to teach my first 5 steps. I'll be evaluating foreclosures live right now. You ready? Help! Help! Okay, to register, the class is free. It's tomorrow morning, bright and early. We start sharp at 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. I'm sorry. On this side of the TikTok Live, in the bottom corner, there's a gold link. If you see the gold link, type G in the comments. When you tap on the gold link, it looks like a chain. When you tap on the gold link, my website pops up. When the website pops up, that's where you can register. Once you register, come in the comments and say I'm in. G. Okay, cool. Yep, register at the gold link. Chris, we need to make you like a moderator. Montana real estate is crazy now thanks to Yellowstone. Dang you, Costner. Dude, Montana's beautiful though, man. That is, I need to get back up there. You want to do another foreclosure? You want to do one more foreclosure? Let's evaluate it together. Yeah, how do I make you... I think you are a moderator. So you could like pin your comment. Couldn't add. You can only add 30 moderators. Wow. We need to up those numbers. Are you usually rehabbing and renting foreclosures or quickly flipping as is? Kirk, it depends. It depends on what your strategy is, what you're trying to do, what your cash position is. A lot of those things. But like, let's do another one. Let's do another foreclosure. We're going to start from the top, and then we're going to answer Kirk's question. We're going to decide together what we should do with it. Is that fair? Okay, let's do this. In the comments below, let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm going to show you how we find this information. So we're going to reset the board. Let's go back here. Let's just reset this whole thing, and let's go to the Google machine. And I'm like, man, I really want to get into foreclosures. I don't even know how to get started. Well, I'm going to go to the internet, and I'm going to say, who maintains property records in my state? Illinois, Arizona. Do I ever talk about wholesaling property? Matt Billman in the house. Okay, wholesaling is a hustle. You got to work like a dog in wholesaling, but you could take the stuff that we're doing here and you could wholesale these properties. Like, for example, Matt, great question, by the way. You could take this property here, and we found it for $120,000. You could go out there and get this asset and then flip it and wholesale the contract to somebody else. Now, you could be stuck holding the bag because there's not like an option period to get out of it. But I'm locked in for tomorrow. Let's go. Good morning. I'm watching from New York, and I want to get into laundry business. Love it, love it, love it. So I don't talk about wholesaling a lot. It is fine. I've got a bunch of people in our passive income club, Matt, that do wholesaling. It's just such a hustle. I don't want to do it. I'm too lazy for that. So step number one, finding foreclosures. Here we are. We're locked in. Step number one of finding foreclosures, you want to go to who maintains property records in your state. Who is it that is in charge of property records? I'm lazy too. Amen. Let's go. PIC. So I'm in Texas. In Texas, the property records are maintained by the county clerk's office. Ah, okay. What if I lived in Illinois? Illinois. I would search who maintains property records in Illinois, the county recorder's office. If I lived in California, who maintains property records in California, the county recorder's office. Registered, let's go, goddess. I'll see you there. Step one, to find foreclosures. This is exactly right. Now that I know who keeps property records, step number two, I'm going to go to that source. Arizona, same thing. So now I'm like, I live in Dallas. Let's go to Dallas County Clerk. Okay, I've never done this before. This is my first time. I usually don't do this on first dates, but I'm going to search for a foreclosure. Dallas County Clerk. I'm at the website. I found it. Now I'm looking for the list of foreclosures. Where's my list of foreclosures? Registered. Let's go, Chris. I'll see you there. Philly in the house. Philly's not a state, but maybe it's a state of mind. I see what you did there. Now I found the list of foreclosures. I'm going to click on that list. This is what it looks like on the website. It says find foreclosure notices. Boop. Right there. There's a July auction coming up. You want to evaluate one together? Yes or no? Registered. Let's go, Nacho. Let's go. You want to review one together? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. We can open one of these bad boys up and we can take a look. If you didn't get a chance to register, and what's everybody registering for? Tomorrow I'm going live for free, and I'm teaching how we find assets that produce profit and how you can practice buying them over and over and over again so you gain the skill before you risk your cash. If you want to be a part of that class, the class is free. In the gold link down in the corner on this side of the TikTok live screen, in the corner, there's a gold link. Tap on the gold link. My website pops up to register. Once you register, come in and say I'm in. All right, here we go. We're going to evaluate. You ready? So let's go to, let's go to Highland Park. Let's go check out, anybody in Dallas? Highland Park sounds bougie. Is that bougie? Sounds fancy. So this is what the foreclosure announcement looks like. Notice of substitute trustee sale. So we're going to evaluate this thing live right now. Let's see. We're looking for a couple of pieces of information. Okay, wow. Highland Park is bougie. $2.2 million is the debt. It's very bougie. Lanisha, $2.2 million. How bougie is this place? Everybody say, dog. All right, let's go find the address. Hold on. What is this thing worth? What is this, land? What is this? Let's go see if we can find this real quick. Stand by. Let's take this deed of trust number. Carrollton. Okay, let's take this deed of trust number and let's go look this up. Let's go see what address this is. So I'm going to hippity hop over here. Dog. Let's go, Lisa Marie. Let's go. Okay, here's the property. We're going to hit some zoom action. 2.2 million. We're going to look for the address of this thing. Oh, a real estate investment trust. So a REIT. Anybody that's invested in a REIT. I'm going to pull this up and zoom in once I find the information that we need. I might have already missed it. I'm just looking for the address of this property. So we can go look up the value on like Googs, on the Goog machine. This one may be a little more... Granters Million address, Dallas, Texas. What is this place? This is in Carrollton? Is that what I said? Highland Park. Is Highland Park registered? Let's go. Is Highland Park like also Dallas, or is Highland Park like its own little city? Okay, Grand Tours Million address. 17250 Dallas Parkway. Maybe that's it? 17205. 17250 Dallas Parkway, Dallas, Texas. This might be their business address. Or wealthiest area in Texas and in Dallas. Whoa. All right, I think this is their business address. I don't think this is the entire thing. They've got multiple. Oh, okay, this is going to be a little more complicated. This is what is, let me show you this. Let me zoom in for you guys so y'all can see what we're looking at. Okay, let's go here. Where was it? Okay, check this out. So there's a real estate investment trust involved in this. So there are multiple different assets. Everybody know what a REIT is? Real estate. I'm saying, look in Carrollton, my bad. Oh, got it. So a real estate investment trust, you might have some of these investments inside of your 401k, your IRA, your Vanguard account, something like that. You might have some of these investments. What is a real estate investment trust or a REIT? A REIT is where you take your money and you invest in a fund, and the fund manager is in charge of going to buy real estate that's going to return you an investment, okay? So when we're looking at this foreclosure has many different deed of trust document numbers. So this thing's going to get really complicated really fast for the sake of learning. I'm going to keep it really simple because I'm not going to like pull up all these different properties and then do all the calculations, because then you're going to get lost. I'm going to get lost. It's going to be confusing. So I'm going to reset and I'm going to go to a different property. You ready? Here we go. I'll come back to this one later on, but let's go to a different one. That is a bougie part of town. That could be a lot of profit in that thing, but let's keep it simple here. Here we go. Let's look at this one. You ready? Check this out. So this is the announcement of the notice of trustee sale. So this is the foreclosure announcement. I'm looking for 2 pieces of information. Everybody type 2 in the comments. I'm lost already. All good. We're resetting. Lock in. Everybody type 2. We're going to reset. If you're new here, my name is Will. I'm coming to you live from Austin, Texas. We're evaluating foreclosures live right now. 2. Renee. Even Renee's locked in, guys. Value and debt. Bingo. But on the foreclosure announcement, I'm going to look for the debt amount. And I see the debt amount right here, $274,000. Let's everybody type 274 in the comments. I always like how they put the person on here. They're like, John Smith, a single man. I'm like, first of all, how dare you? How dare you? Just because I can't get a Tinder date doesn't mean you need to put that on my mortgage document, you rude dude with an attitude. So I'm going to take that number, a single man. How dare they? Also 5'8". How dare you? What are they? Also 250 pounds. Come on. Why do we got to do it? Why are you roasting me? Why are you saying all that? What if they did that on a foreclosure? Okay, so 274,000, and then I'm going to go look at the value. So let's take this address on here. Still in bed, being lazy, but locked in. Let's do it. Now let's go look at the value. Everybody type V in the comments for value. We know the debt amount on this auction is $274,000. What's this house worth? Let's find out. See if we can find it. Let's go to Zillow, to the Zillers. V, Miss Stephanie. Let's go. Mufasa, Empower. Let's go. V. So it says 364. It says the value of this foreclosure is $364,000. Looks nice. How many of you think foreclosures look like pieces of crap? That's in your mind. You just visualize that? Not always. So the potential profit on this thing is $89,000. How do we feel about this? That's cute. How do we feel about this? Should we continue researching this one? Yes or no? The debt on it is $274,000. The value is $364,000. The potential profit is $89,000. Do we like it? What do y'all think? Yeah? No? Yeah? How do we feel? Yes? Lanisha? Yeah? What calculator are you using? This is just my spreadsheet that I use. Profit depends on the liens. Net profit? Not really. $89,000 not enough for you? What if you win it for $274 and it's worth $364? How many $89,000 profits do you need over your career? Let's check the liens. All right, here we go. Great point. So now a lien, just so you know, a lien is a debt is a lien. So if you owe somebody like child support, they can put a lien on your house. If you didn't pay your hospital bills, they can put a lien on your house. If you don't pay your federal income taxes, they can put a lien on your house. You see in the pattern? Okay, so let's go look it up. Let's go to look up this deed of trust document, and let's go figure out if there's any other liens on this asset. So what I'm going to do is go back to my county clerk's website. You say, where are you finding this information? Does it cost money? No, it's free. I'm going to my public records, which is in the state of Texas, the county clerk maintains your property records, and I'm searching all this stuff up. So I found the deed of trust here. If you're new here, my name is Will. Nice to meet you. I go live every day. If you want to hang out with us, tap the follow button. If you want to learn how to find assets that produce profit, I'm teaching a free class tomorrow where you can learn how to practice buying assets over and over and over again, like a video game, reset the video game before you spend a dime. If you want to learn how to do that, just comment the word help and I'll show you how to register for tomorrow's class. Okay, so I found the deed of trust. Now let's go look up any liens or debts that are on this property. Okay, so we've got an assignment of lien, but that looks like it's just the mortgage. You know, like when somebody says, help. Okay, to register for tomorrow's class, it's free. I did a class last night. A lot of people couldn't make it. They had to take their kids to soccer and all that stuff. So I'm doing a free class tomorrow. It's an encore class tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern. To register, when you're on the TikTok screen, on the live screen over here, there's a gold link in the corner. Just tap in the bottom corner down there. Tap on the gold link. That's how you register. Once you register, come in the comments and say I'm in. Help! My mind is lost. I don't know that I can help you with that, but I will do my best. Okay, so I didn't see a lien or a debt on that. Assignment of lien. So what this this lien is just when one mortgage company transfers it to another mortgage company. How much is the course? There is no course. I'm teaching a free class tomorrow. Class is free. To register, it's on the bottom corner. So there's no other liens on this property. I don't see any other liens on that. I would confirm all this stuff before I made a bid. But let's go here. So we've got a value of $364. We've got a debt of $274. The potential profit is $89. The liens are $0. So our total potential profit in this situation is $89,000. Should we add this to our list to continue researching? Yes or no? Repairs, let's factor it in. Let's say it costs $30,000 for repairs, $40,000 for repairs. Let's just add that into our budget. $49,000 in profit after repairs. What do you think? Yes? I'm in. Renee Miller, let's go. That's the game. Oh no, I spilled water on my thing. All right, good morning. Good morning. I'd be in. Let's go. Y'all want to do one more foreclosure? Should we do one more? $50,000 sounds nice right now. When does $50,000 not sound nice? Always it sounds nice. I'm registered. Let's go. All right, so if you're new here, my name is Will. You want to do one more? Number 1, look up who maintains property records in your state. Number 2, go to that source. Number 3, look for the list of foreclosures. Number 4, sort by budget. Number 5, find the value. Step number 6, look for liens. So I gave you 6 steps. You asked for 5. I gave you a bonus step. That one's free. You have to pay. Dovetail, let's go. Dovetail Group, Maine checking in. Let's do North Carolina. Let's do North Carolina. All right, here we go. If you want to do one more foreclosure, who maintains property records in North Carolina? Alexa, play P.D. Pablo. All right, let's go to North Carolina. That's the only thing I know about North Carolina, except Michael Jordan, Chapel Hill. That's all I do. Michigan. What's up, Tay, baby? Okay, so in North Carolina, the Register of Deeds office is responsible for maintaining property records. All right, let's go to, what did you say, Michigan? And try Mississippi. Hey. All right, let's go to, did you say Michigan? Tay, is that where you're at? In Michigan, property records are maintained by the Register of Deeds of each county. What's a county? I'm going to do a fast one. I'll go to a different area. Do Atlanta. Atlanta's not a state, but I get what you're saying. Yeah. All right, so let's go to Georgia. You almost made me type Atlanta. In Georgia, the local county superior court clerk's office is responsible. Wayne County. Wayne County. Was that Michigan? All right, so let's go to Wayne County Clerk. Was it clerk or the county recorder's office? County property records. Let's go here. 50K. You can save that from working a job. Register of deeds. Here we go. Let's see if we can find it. I'm looking for the list of foreclosures. Never been to this website ever in my life. Where's my girl Renee? Is Renee on here? Or does she go back to bed? Okay, here we go. Real estate glossary terms. I feel like we're close. Mortgage. Service. Document recording. Here we go. What? Oh, what? Oh, my gosh. State Real Estate Transfer Tax Act. Real Estate Transfer Tax. Non-recordable documents. Sample documents. So this is... Search. Let's go to trustee sale. Trustee. So we can find it. That didn't work. Let's go to foreclosure. Forfeit foreclosure timeline, foreclosure statistics. Okay, we're close. We're closing in. Foreclosure timeline flyer. Where's the foreclosure list, bruh? Okay, this is property tax foreclosures. Forfeited foreclosure statistics, frequently asked questions, forfeited property. Let me show you a different one. This one's clunky. I'll come back to this one. Harris County, a bit wholesale. Let's do this. Let's go to Bexar County Clerk, just so we can get some repetition. I don't want the repetition to be me searching. Let me get into the game. So let's go to Bexar County Clerk. This is the website. This is a county clerk website. I'm going to go right here. It says foreclosure map. Look how much easier this one is. Like on the homepage, foreclosure map. So I find it. I'm going to go, ooh, accept. Now this is a map of all the foreclosures in San Antonio, Texas coming up. You ready? So look at this. I'm going to go over here. Let's go to over here by Camp Bullis. Boom. Let's go look up the value of this house. Everybody type V in the comments for value. If you're new here, my name is Will. We're looking at foreclosures live right now. Type V in the comments for value. We are going to search for assets and foreclosures live right now. Ready? Let's go here. All right, let me pull this up on this other screen. And let's look at the value. Okay, so the value of this asset, we're going to go to the Google machine. Not that. Come on. We're going to go here. And then we're going to go here. And let's go see what this thing's worth. And then we'll look at the debt. Big V's in the house. All right, so they say this thing's worth $500,000. Okay. So this foreclosure that's going to auction in July is worth $543,000. Okay, that's a good start. Let's go figure out how much the debt is on it. Let's go find out how much debt is on this bad boy. So this is the foreclosure announcement from Bexar County in San Antonio, Texas. This is the notice of foreclosure. So then I'm going to hit the zoom button. This is the announcement. And I'm going to take some information from this. And I'm going to need your help in the chat because I've got to take this deed of trust number. So I'm going to say it out loud. Can y'all type it in the comments because I'm going to have to reference this here in a second. Here we go. You ready? 2004 space 029 space 1260. 2004 space 029 space 1260. Can y'all type that in the comments for me? 2004 space 029 space 1260. I'm going to take that information. That's the deed of trust document number. And I'm going to go type it in. See if I remembered that. You ready? 2004. I appreciate you, Renee. Empower. User 825-748-609-4383. Cincy Tax Pros. Let's go, Cincy Tax Pros. Gabrielle, thank you. JC, Tay, baby, with the cherries. I appreciate you. Cincy Tax Pros with the dashes. I see you. Thank you. Oh, we got it. Look at this. Here's the deed of trust. So now let's go look up this deed of trust. Let's confirm a couple of pieces of information, and let's also look at the debt amount. What is owed on this asset? You ready? Are you ready for this? $256,000 is the debt owed on this asset. How much was it worth again? Let's go take our debt and plug it in. 256, 123. So the value of this property is $543,000. Thank you, Chris. $543,000. The debt is $256,000. The potential profit is $287,000. How many of you think we should continue researching this asset? Yes or no? If the profit is worth $287,000, should we continue researching this? Yes or no? What do you think, Tay, baby? Tay, just because you're in Michigan doesn't mean you can't buy in Texas. Amen? Cincy Tax Bros, you know what I'm saying? Dovetail Group, come on, Dovetail. Come on, Maine. Gabrielle. Now, we're not out of the woods yet, but we are going to continue evaluating this foreclosure. If the potential profit in this foreclosure is $287,000, I'm going to put some work in. In just a handful of minutes, I found the potential profit. Now I'm going to put in a few more minutes, maybe a few more hours. Cool? So if you're new here, my name is Will. I'm coming to you live from Austin, Texas. We're evaluating foreclosures live right now. If you want to hang out with us every day, come up here and tap on the follow button. I teach this all the time. In addition to that, I'm teaching a class tomorrow for free. I did a class last night for free, and I taught how to find assets that produce profit, and I taught my system of how you practice buying assets in virtual reality, just like a video game. So if you mess up, you just reset. Before you spend your money, you gain the skill. I'm going to teach that class as an encore tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern. If you want to register for that, the class is free. Just comment the word help. I did the class last night. I did it live. A lot of people couldn't make it. They emailed me. They messaged me, and they said, hey, can you do it? Is there a recording? There's not a recording. So I'm going to do it live tomorrow morning. If you want to register, just comment the word help. I'm going to get back to evaluating this foreclosure right now. But if you want to register, help. Okay, to register, it's free. On this side of the TikTok live screen, in the bottom corner of the gold link, tap on the gold link. When you tap on the gold link, my website pops up on this screen. And once you register, David, Joe, Rosaline, once you register, come in the comments and say, I'm in, so I know you got in. I'm going to continue on with the foreclosure. I'm going to let you register, and we'll meet in the middle. So now that I found this foreclosure, I know the value, I know the debt, and I know the potential profit. I need to go do my due diligence on liens. A lien is a debt. What time? 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern. Mufasa, I'm in. A lien is a debt is a lien. If you don't pay your child support, they can put a lien on your house. If you don't pay your federal income taxes, they can put a lien on your house. That means a debt that they're going to collect. Cool? I'm in Austin. Let's go, Austin. Dude, let's do a donut meetup, donut shop, Round Rock Donuts. So let's go look at liens. I'm going to go back to the same source that I started with. And if you're new here, what you have to understand is the first principle is that somebody in your state has to maintain property records by law. What you want to figure out is who is that person? Who is that county? For sure, on me. Let's go. I'm going to get the big donut, though. I'm going to get the big one on Round Rock Donuts. So I know in Texas, the county clerk's office maintains property records. Okay, so I'm going to go to that source. So let's go there. Let's go to the Dallas County Clerk. Oh, I'm in San Antonio. Let's go to, let's Google this. Bexar County Clerk. I need to go to their property records division to find any other liens. So I'm on their website, and I'm here. It says right here, there's a foreclosure map, which is where I just was. You a real one for Round Rock Donuts. Let's go, Charlie. You know it, baby. Now I'm going to go to the official public record search. So I'm going to go search for liens. Houston, what's up, Ricardo? Texas Realtor. I'm from Round Rock. Did we just become best friends? Come on. Let's go. All right, so now I found the land records. Let's take some of the information from here. Where did it go? I'm getting lost in my own sauce. Okay, so I'm going to take this deed of trust number. Okay, we're here. So I'm going to take this number, and I'm going to search for the liens, which I'm just going to like reverse engineer. Registered, let's go. I'm going to reverse engineer. How do you find the address if it's not listed on the notice? What website am I using? I'm going to reset in just a minute and teach my first 5 steps, but I'm at the county clerk's website. Ooh, this is not good. Everybody say ouch in the comments. All right, so we found this property. It's looking pretty. It's looking awesome. The value's $540,000. The debt's only $256. The potential profit's $287. Baby, we're going to get so rich. But wait, there's more. Uh-oh, what does that mean? Oh, no. So we went to go look up liens. We went to go look up debts on this property and check out what we found. Where did it go? How do I get lost in my... Ooh. Judgment. Mechanics lien. Federal tax lien. Oh, no. So let's take a look at the federal tax lien. Federal tax lien means they did not pay their federal income taxes. If you don't pay your federal income taxes, you know there's people that tell you that, income tax is voluntary. Okay, pal. The jail time that you're going to serve for not paying your taxes is mandatory. So notice the federal tax lien. They did not pay their tax bill. Here we go. Judy, let's go. Judy, Gen X mom. Let's go rock and roll. Let's scroll down and let's see how much they owe. I don't know. I've never seen this document before. Ooh. They owe $83,856. Do y'all see that on the screen? Do y'all see the 83,000? Type 83 in the comments. Can y'all see this over here? 83,000. 80 what? 83,000. What that means is we may be liable for that. Uncle Sam's going to get his cash, $83,900. So our $287,000 profit just chipped away and is down to $203,000. 83 is crazy, right? How many of you are grateful for your problems all of a sudden? He said, If you can spell that sound, you get 5 internet points today. What are the internet points? What can I do with them? You can do absolutely nothing. They have no value. But you do win my love, admiration, and respect for the rest of the day. But then it resets again, and tomorrow morning you have to re-earn it. All right, so there's one debt. Dog. Okay, let's go back. Let's go look for the other federal. This is on one property. There's a judgment. So not only did they not pay their taxes, they lost a lawsuit. Abstract of judgment. Oh, my gosh. BCT Properties, LLC. They owe, here we go, $8,293 because they lost it. Oh, man. All right, so we got to add that to our $83,000 plus $9,000. Let's call it $10,000. $93,000 in liens. That's, man, y'all see how it's starting to chip away at our profit? How many of you see it? Say yes. That's why it's so important when you're evaluating foreclosures to go look at liens, because this could quickly take away all of the profit that you thought you had. Cool? That's why I teach you this part. So first 5 steps, we're going to reset. If you're new here, Northwest Line, what's up, baby? Good to see you, Seattle, checking in. If you're new here, my name is Will. I'm coming to you live from Austin, Texas. I go live all the time, and I teach you what I did to get financially free at 29. If you want to hang out with us every day, tap on the follow button. If you didn't get a chance to register tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central, I'm teaching an encore class, how to find assets that produce profit and how to practice buying those assets in virtual reality. So if you mess up, you just reset the game without risking your cash. If you want to register for that free class, just comment the word help down below. I did that class last night. There were so many people that couldn't make it at 7 o'clock last night that they emailed me, they messaged me, they said, hey, is there a recording? There's not a recording. So I'm going to do it again live tomorrow morning. If you want to be there, just comment the word help. Let's go evaluate another foreclosure because this one is not looking pretty. Not help. Okay, to register, when you're in the TikTok live, you're on the screen right now. On this side of the screen, in the bottom corner, there's a gold link. Tap on the gold link. When you tap on the gold link, my website pops up. That's how you can register. Cool? I would follow you if you tell us how to look up liens. I literally just showed you how to look up liens. Watch this. You ready? I'm going to do it slow. Help. Okay, to register, go register right now. Watch this. We're going to do this real slow. I've never done this before. I'm going to go to Google. My first step, everybody type 1 in the comments. I don't know how to find foreclosures. I've never done this before. Well, the principle that you need to understand is, how do I find foreclosures? Well, the principle I want to understand is that somebody by law has to maintain property records. They have to keep track of all property transactions in my state. So let me go Google it. Maintains property records. In whatever state you're in. So I live in Texas. So I'm going to go, who maintains property records in my state? And it says in Texas, property records are maintained by the county clerk. I go, okay. All right. So let's say I live in Dallas. So they said the county clerk maintains property records. So I'm just going to search Dallas County Clerks. You ready? I was late. I missed it. All good. No, it's all good. Florida, what's up? Your fave back in. Let's go. So I'll go to Florida next, just for you. Dallas County Clerk. Okay. So you're watching me do this now. I know the Dallas County Clerk maintains property records in my place. And I'm like, man, I need to find property records. So down here, I see the list of foreclosures. I'm going to come back to that in a second. Nice. What's up, Poke Junkie? I'm going to come back to the list of foreclosures in a second. But you wanted to look at liens. So I'm going to go to public record search. All right. Always trying to make it in here. Let's go. What's up? I'm in Alaska. What's up, Alaska? So now I'm at the property record search. Let's go look up liens. Everybody in the comments, give me a common last name. And let's go look up liens against those last names. Let me know. What's a common last name? You tell me in the comments. If you're new here, cheers. My name is Will, coming to you live from Austin, Texas. If you want to hang out with us every day, tap the follow button. What's a common last name? Williams? Kelly? Johnson? Taylor. Let's do Taylor. I don't know why that one stood out to me, but let's do Taylor. And I'm going to adjust the search so we're not going from the 1800s. Do they really have records from the 1800s? Let's go from the year 2000 to present day, and let's go find any records. Good morning, Camille. Let's go. Camille's in the house. Dude, we were waiting for you to get here, brother. Now look at this over here on this side of the screen. Y'all see this? You see where it says federal tax liens? You see where it says child support liens? You see where it says hospital liens? Y'all see that? You'll see it, Charlie. We'll do Franklin next. So check this out. Federal tax liens. Let's go look at federal tax liens. How do I find liens? I got to go. Happy Friday. Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you being here. So now we're looking at how do I find liens was the question. We just found them. What website am I on? This is the Dallas County Clerk website. All property records are public. So here we go. Notice of federal tax lien. We're going to play a game. The game is called What's the Biggest One You've Ever Seen Ever? How big is the biggest one you've seen? That's the game. You ready? You want to see how big it can get? Watch this. Big tax liens is what we're talking about. I don't know what you were thinking about, but we are talking about federal tax liens. How big is the biggest one we've seen? We're going to play that game live right now. All right. Check. Ooh. Okay, so this federal tax lien, they owe is $22,000. $22,000. Let's see if we can find a bigger one. Size matters when we're buying foreclosures. And if the debt is too big, we're going to pass. Oh, ooh. $110,000 right out of the gate. Ryan, you got big tax liens? I don't know that I would be bragging about that, Ryan. $110,000. Everybody type 110 in the comments. If we buy this foreclosure and there's a $110,000 federal tax lien on it, we might be liable for that tax lien. Ugh. All right, we're going to move on. Let's see if we can get bigger than that. Big is not good in this game. 290 immediately afterwards. Got to go to showing up. Let's go. I'll see you tomorrow morning. So that means if you buy this house and there's a $290,000 federal tax lien, you might be liable for that. So you buy guess what? Oh, chingao. This is not good. So what's the biggest one you've ever seen? So far, 290. Whoever said Taylor's crushing it. Taylors are not very federally taxed. $570,000. This is getting worse. Look at this. Y'all see this number on the screen? $570,000 in federal tax liens on this foreclosure. How many of y'all just passed out a little bit? Bruh. Okay, so principle number one. What's up, Miss Jennifer? Wow, those are compounding. This is getting bad. We should probably stop. All right. So the thing I want you to understand, number one, anytime you see somebody else has a $570,000 federal tax lien, do you feel more grateful for your problems? Yes or no? How many of you are like, okay, my problems are at least not that bad? Yes? Should we stop? They're not paying Uncle Sam. And I'm telling you, you can mess with a lot of people in this world, but one of the people you can't mess with is Uncle Sam. Crazy, right? Unity, power, and light, for sure. So let's all go hug our problems closely today. Let's be grateful for the problems that we do have, because at least we don't have a $570,000 tax bill. Okay, Rachel? And they're accumulating interest on it. All right, so that's principle number one. Principle number two, when we're looking at foreclosures, which is what we're doing live right now, is we want to make sure we find all the liens. Find all the liens on that. Somebody said, where am I finding this information? All of this is at public records. Figure out who maintains property records in your state. If you understand that principle, type 1. The principle is what? Who maintains property records in your state? Somebody by law in your state is maintaining property records. Even the Joker respects the IRS. Exactly. Hug our problems tightly. Hug them, girl. Be grateful. I love you. I would not trade this problem for their problems. That's called gratitude. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's do another foreclosure. By the way, if you didn't get a chance to register, tomorrow morning, I'm doing my final encore class for free. How do I find assets that produce profit, and how do I practice buying them like a video game? So if I mess up, I just reset the game and I don't risk my cash. If you want to register for that class, it's tomorrow morning for free. Just comment the word help. I did this class last night at 7 o'clock Central Time. A lot of people couldn't make it. They emailed me. They messaged me asking for a recording. I don't have a recording, so I'm going to do it again live tomorrow morning. And that is your benefit if you want to be there. Just comment the word help, and I will show you how to register. We're going to practice buying assets risk-free. I missed it. I know. That's why I'm doing it again. Help. Okay. Help. To register, it's tomorrow. Last call. If you want to be there, this is your last chance. In my TikTok screen, on this side of the screen, in the bottom corner, there's a gold link. Just tap on the gold link, and that's how you register. Cool? It's free. Once you register, come in the comments and say I'm in. Foreclosures need cash payment. You show up with cashier's checks. However, you can get financing. You can get a loan before you go to the auction. But you do show up with cashier's checks. I'm in. Let's go. Awesome, wholesome. Once you register, come in the comments and say I'm in. There's a gold link in the corner. Let's do one more foreclosure. Is that fair? You want to do one more? Just say one more, and we'll start from the top. Let's just close all these tabs. Sometimes the tabs get out of control. I've got 99 problems, and 98 of them are tabs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They just multiply like osmosis. I don't know. I don't know what the tabs are doing when I'm not looking, but I think they're like making other tab babies or something. One more. How do you calculate the profit if we have to fix the property to flip it? You just have to estimate. You estimate. Some people estimate 10%, 20%, 30%. I'll show you. Let's do a deal. You ready? Here we go. In the comments below, we're going to start with step number 1. Let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from. Somebody said Florida. Where's my girl at? Where's my favorite girl at? Florida. Who maintains property records in Florida? So in Florida, the county clerk of courts maintains property records. Massachusetts, Japan. What's up, Japan? Good to see you. Pennsylvania, Troutman, North Carolina, Indiana, Denver, Georgia. I'm here. Good morning. Let's check in. Florida here. Good to see you, Nat. Let's go. Lisa Maria's here. Good morning. Okay, we're checking on all the different places. Ohio, Lagos, Nigeria, India checking in. We've got Japan, we've got India, we got Oregon, Texas. Let me show you this. Let's go to, let's do a simple one, and then I'll come back to Florida. Florida's kind of clunky sometimes. Where was I in Florida? Orange County. I think it was Orange County. Here we go. Let's try this for my favorite girl. Let's go to Orange County, Florida. County clerk. Okay, so now that I figured out, here we go. Orange County clerk, clerk of courts, Arizona, Maricopa County. Michelle, we'll do Maricopa next. I just found one for 1.4 million. Let's go. Dude, you see how fast you learn? Look at this. This is Tiffany Moore Russell. Everybody say, hey, Tiffany. Hey, girl. Dude, I just love her like aura. She's crushing it. Oh, she's crushing it. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Where's my favorite girl? Do you see this? Online foreclosure sales. Boop. Look at this auction calendar. When's the next auction? All right, what is today, the 13th? Monday. Come on. Hey, Tiff. Dude, Tiff is crushing it. Like, dude, she's crushing it. Sometimes these pictures can look corny. She's nailed it. Like, she's doing great. And I don't mean that facetiously or, like, sarcastically. Like, really do. So here we go. Monday, there's a timeshare for sale. Monday, the entering bid is $337. The value is $412. Not a whole lot of meat on that bone. The bid is hidden. Ooh, we might have some tea. What's going on right there? A little susness. Hidden. But here's the properties. So we can like look up these properties. Oh, canceled. Those are canceled. These are going on. Auctions waiting. So we've got one right here. Look at this. We'd click on this. We'd open it up. I like surprises. All right. Okay. Do your thing. Here we go. Let's take a look at this. PDF is here. So this is the announcement of the foreclosure. So this is the Florida announcement. Agreed final judgment. Do y'all see how quick I found that? You see how fast this is? Did not take long at all to find the foreclosure information. Final judgment of the foreclosure. Defendant, blah, blah, blah. Homeowners Association. So this is an HOA foreclosure. Ooh. Did you know your HOA can foreclose on your house? That's the most anti-American thing I've ever heard. Address, 59 9th Street in Florida. I can't think of anything. You know what's crazy is once you pay off your house, you still have to rent it from the government because of property taxes. Is that crazy? That might be more un-American. Wild. MapQuest. What is this? Oh, that's the law firm. Okay. Plaintiff. Okay, so we need to go to the defendant. I mixed that up. Holds the lien, the total sum. Okay. The plaintiff, I'm looking for the address. Sold at public auction. There may be additional money from the sale. 60 days. Blah, blah, blah. I probably missed it. Here we go. Ready? I think a lot of people miss that fact. Let's go here. Good morning. Okay, there's the defendant. Suite 300. I'm going to have to do some digging. I would take the... Oh, and they added in attorney fees. They take the deed of trust and search all that. But let me show you a faster one. Let's go here. I like to do this one because it's faster and you can learn quicker by seeing the repetition faster and faster and faster. But my favorite girl, I'll come back to you, okay? So county clerk, let's scroll down. So number one, who maintains property? Defendant is an LLC. Yeah. Great catch. And then what I would do is I would take that information... I would take this information and I would go look up at the property records in the state of Florida, and I could reverse engineer. I could find them. I could find the property records. I could find the deed of trust. I could find the deed. I could find the address. I could go look up the value. I'm not going to do all that right now. I'm going to show you a quicker one. Cool? Let's go here. So step number one, everybody type 1 in the comments if you want to learn how to find foreclosures. Type 1 in the comments. I'm going to reset and show you my first couple of steps. Nice, Mondo. Step number 1, I need to figure out who maintains property records in my state. So I would just Google it. Who maintains property records in Texas? Who maintains property records in Florida? This is how I type. Who maintains property records? Dude, look at those crazy fingers. Who maintains property records in Georgia? Now that I found the county clerk in my state, in Colorado, who maintains property records in Colorado? I know that in Texas, the county clerk maintains property records. So I'm going to go to that website and I'm going to search for number 2, my list of foreclosures. Look at this. They give me a big button. Even I can't mess this up. I'm going to click on that big button. Bam. I like big buttons and I cannot lie. I'm going to go to the July auction. Go, ooh, look at all these foreclosures. Ooh. Let's go to Mesquite. Let's go to Mesquite. Jay James, I got you. Let's go to Mesquite. This is the announcement. It says notice a trustee seal. This is the foreclosure announcement. By law, they have to announce it. They have to give a certain time period. Hear ye, we have thy foreclosure. I'm looking for 2 pieces of information on this document. Everybody type 2. 2 pieces of information. The first piece of information I'm looking for is the debt amount. It says there's $422,000 in debt on this asset. Vanessa, you got it? All right, so here we go. I'm going to take that number. I'm going to add it to my calculator. The debt is $422,000. So now I need to go look at the value. The other thing I'm going to look at is the deed of trust. This one's 2022. I'm not going to make a big deal about it, but it's only been around 3 years. So there's probably not a lot of equity in this asset. Let's go find out, though. So now let's scroll down and let's try to find the address on this guy. See if it's on here. So this auction is going to happen July 1st. Is it address at the top? Okay, I don't see the address on here. That's okay. Check this out. There's what's called a deed of trust document number. That's how they file and record all this stuff. Just tracking it like a library card. You know how you go to the library and they're like, oh, it's over there alphabetically. Same thing. Excuse me. So I'm going to go back to my Dallas County Clerk website. Let's just Google it, Dallas County Clerk, bada bing, bada boom. And I'm going to go to the property record search at the bottom. You see where it says public record search? Boop. I'm going to click on that button. I'm going to paste in my deed of trust number. I'm going to look this up. If you're new here, by the way, I'm teaching a class tomorrow for free. How to find assets that produce profit and how to practice buying them like a video game. If you mess up, you just reset the game. You practice buying them before you risk your cash. If you want to register for that class, it's free. Just comment the word help down below and I will show you how to register. Okay, so this is the deed of trust. This is the actual document. And then I'm going to look for the address on it because we need to go find the value. Help, help, help. To register for the class tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central Time, on this side of the TikTok screen, on the TikTok right now, in the bottom corner, there's a gold link. The very bottom corner. I can't touch it because my screen's in the way. But if you tap on the gold link down there, you're going to register right there. My website pops up. Just tap on the gold link. My website pops up. You can register. Mike, Jose, once you register, come in the comments and say I'm in. I taught this class last night. A bunch of people couldn't make it at 7 o'clock at night. They messaged me, they emailed me, they said, do you have a recording? I don't have a recording. So I'm going to teach this class for free tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. If you want to register, it's free. Yeah, there's the link. I'm in. And then be like Ray and say I'm in. Okay, so what I'm looking for here is the address. It says 1800 Golden Trail Court. I don't think that's right. Let me come back to that. So I'm going to look for the address so I can find the value. Okay, so there's that. Here we go. Okay, the current address is 2807 Jeremy Drive, Mesquite, Texas. So let's go to 2807 Mesquite Drive, Texas. What was it? No, it was Jeremy Drive. Jeremy Drive, Mesquite, Texas. Bam. I'm in. Let's go, Vanessa. I'm in. Vanessa, where you been? Good to see you, sunshine. Let's go. Once you register, come in the comments and say I'm in. There's a gold link in the corner to register for tomorrow's class on how to find assets that produce profit. Mesquite, Texas. Bam. Okay, found it. Here we go. Let's go look at the value. I'm in, Lisa Marie. Rock. I'm in. Let's go, Solid Homes. Let's go. Annie, I'm in. I'll see you there. Let's take a look at this foreclosure. They say it's worth $458,000. This is a nice neighborhood. Let's do a drive-by. Let's hit the Googs, and let's do a drive-by real quick. Here we go. All right, so this is like a new build, I think. Oh, no. Okay, these are nice houses. Nice. How many of y'all like this? Yes? A little retaining wall. Retaining wall looks a little sus. I don't know which one this is. I think it's the one over here. Which one is it? Okay, it's that one. Yeah, so it's this one. Look at that big piece of property. What is that called when they can't build behind you? Like a nature preserve, nature reserve? I like it. I like Miss Jennifer. So this is cool. This is a nice place. Okay, so what did they say the value is? Zillow estimates the value to be $458,000. Is that 100% accurate? Probably not. Is it going to ballpark it? For sure. It's a better part of machine. Greenbelt. Yep, I'm in. Let's go, Mike. So let's take 458,000. Ooh. See, I told you they got this mortgage in 2022. That means they've only had it 3 years. That means there has not been enough time for them to pay down the debt, and there has not been enough time, especially in this real estate market, for it to appreciate a lot. Therefore, would you bid $422,000 to get a potential profit of 36 grand? Yes or no? Raul, the agent, let's go. Would you bid 400? Would you risk 422 to get a potential profit of 366? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. Man, I don't know. Like, what if you need to replace the roof and that's $25,000? There's not enough cushion. There's not enough cushion in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So on this one, we're going to pass. I'm going to have to say, no way, Jose. This foreclosure is too tight. So we're going to move on, and we're going to not do that one. Okay? Y'all good? Y'all want to do another one? I have to see it for sure. Not a good deal. It's a little too snug on the rug. Not enough meat on that bone. So you want to do another foreclosure? Yes or no? One more? If you want to, type 1 for yes, and we'll do another foreclosure. If you're new here, my name is Will. I'm coming to you live from Austin, Texas. What we're doing today is we're learning how to find and evaluate foreclosures. I'm teaching you this live. If you want to register for tomorrow's class, it's free. Tomorrow I'm teaching you how to find assets that produce profit. I'm going to teach a variety of different asset types, and I'm going to teach you how to practice buying them in like a video game world. So if you mess up, you just reset. We practice buying, so we gain the skill before we risk the cash. If you want to register for that class, comment the word help. It's tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central. Let's reset the game. Look, let's get rid of all of our tabs. Let's just pretend like we are starting from scritchety scratch. And all I've got is a Google machine. What's the name of my calculator? I don't have a name for it. Susan? John? Barry? I don't know. I haven't named him yet, but I'll think about it. Help! I couldn't get into Zoom yesterday. I had so many people tell me that. So I did a class last night. A lot of people couldn't get in for some reason, and the people that could make it, or they couldn't, they had like other stuff to do. So I'm teaching a class tomorrow. This is my encore. If you want to register, there's a gold link in the corner of this TikTok Live. When you're in the TikTok Live, around the perimeter, in the corner, there's a gold link. Tap on the gold link. It looks like chains. Tap on 2 Chains. My website pops up. Shout out to 2 Chains. My website pops up, and then you can register. Cool? And then hopefully user 273-194-8625-408. Hopefully tomorrow morning the Zoom's going to work fine and you can get in. So go register. Once you register, come in the comments and say I'm in. But let's get back to this. So I'm on the internets, and I'm trying to figure out, I'm in. Let's go, heathen. I'm trying to figure out how to find foreclosures. That's what we're talking about right now. How do I find these foreclosures? Well, step number 1, I want to figure out who maintains property records in my state. Who is it? Who's maintaining property records in my state? Well, there we go. You ready? I don't know. Let's go Google it. So I'm going to go to who maintains property records in my state. So in the comments below, let me know where you're tuning in from. What state are you in? And we'll search it. I'm in Swan. What if I lived in Alabama? If I lived in Alabama, I would search who maintains property records in Alabama. In Alabama, the county probate court land records. Molly Crane. If I was in Kansas, who maintains property records in Kansas? In Kansas, the Register of Deeds in each of the 105 counties. Maricopa County, Arizona, let's go. Maintenance property records in Connecticut, Massachusetts. If I lived in Massachusetts, I would want to, step number 1 is you have to understand the principle is figure out, by law, somebody has to maintain property records in your state. So you want to figure out who that is. Well, I live in Texas. Iowa, what's up, Rachel Ann? In Texas, the property records are maintained by the county clerk. So what I'm going to do for step number 2 is I'm going to go to the county clerk. Let me do Iowa for Rachel Ann. In Iowa, the property records are maintained by the county recorder's office. Cool? Did I look them up by case number? Nevada. Well, check this out. So now that I know who maintains property records, let's go search that. Let's go to Dallas County Clerk. All I did was Google it. I know, the only thing I knew is who maintains property records. Number 2, I'm going to go to that source. Hey, if you pay back taxes on a property owned by someone else, what happens? It depends. There's a redemption period with property taxes. I don't really play around with a lot of property tax properties. There's usually a redemption period, sometimes 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 5 years. There's a whole county assessor. I'm in. Let's go. Couldn't get in yesterday. There's so many people. Hey, Linda, good to see you. Good morning, sunshine. So many people told me that. They couldn't get in last night to the class. That's why I'm doing one more class tomorrow morning for free. I'm in. Let's go. I'll see you there. I'll see you there. And if y'all need help registering, just comment help. So I'm at the county clerk's office, and I found the list of foreclosures. I'm going to click on this button. And I'm going to go to the foreclosure notices. By law, they have to announce the foreclosure notices. So I found it for July. I'm preparing for July 1st. That's when they're doing the foreclosures in Texas. And And I'm just going to go, let's go look at some properties. Let's go to Grand Prairie. Let's evaluate it live. You ready? Unknown, I'm in. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central. We're going to learn how to find assets, how to evaluate them, and we're going to practice buying them like a video game. So if we mess up, we just reset the game. We gain the skill before we risk our cash. If you want to learn how to do that, just comment help and I'll show you how to register. Notice a substitute trustee sale. This is the announcement. I'm looking for 2 pieces of information. The first piece of information I'm looking for is the debt amount, which is right here. I'm in, Sean. Let's go. I'm in. If you need help registering, okay, I see you, David. Help to register for tomorrow's class, which is free. It's 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern. When you're in the TikTok Live, in the bottom corner, tap on the gold link. The TikTok Live, on this side of the screen, in the bottom corner, tap on the gold link. My website pops up, and then you can register. $255. So now let's go to our spreadsheet, and let's plug in the debt. $255,000 is the debt amount. That's what, 8 a.m. Eastern? 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern. So y'all can see this right here. Let me zoom. Right here, 255 is the debt amount. Cool? That's where the bidding is going to begin. On a foreclosure, the mortgage servicer, the lender, the bank is going to get first bid. So they're going to say, JP Morgan Chase bids $255,290. Do I hear 256? And then that's your opportunity to bid. Well, that's the first piece of information, but I also want to figure out the date. When did they buy this asset? It says the instrument to be foreclosed on is dated deed of trust 2023. So they've only had this thing for just over 2 years, March of 2023. So what that means is, if they've only had it 2 years, they have not paid a lot of that mortgage down, and they haven't had it open or the property long enough where it went up in value, because it's only been 2 years. Does this make sense? Type 2 in the comments if that makes sense to you. It's only a 2-year-old mortgage, as opposed to like a 28-year-old mortgage. Yeah? 2. Yep. Okay, so I don't know if this one's going to have a lot of meat on the bone, but let's go look up the property address. So it says, here's the address. Let's go look at the value. I'm going to take the address. I'm going to plug it into the Googs. And let's go see what Zillow estimates this thing at. 273. 273. It's on auction right now. So let's plug that into our calculator. And like I said, they haven't had it very long. Oh, this is not looking good. So our potential, we could spend $255,000. If it's worth $273, our potential profit is $18,000. What do y'all think? Yes or no? Boo. Vanessa says boo. What do y'all think? Yes or no? Do you want to risk $255,000 to maybe make $18,000? If anything goes wrong, you got to repair it. We're out. Next, run. Peace out, Girl Scout. We gone. All right, so nope, not going to do that one. Let's do another one. We came this far. We might as well keep going. So let's keep rocking. Let's go to Grand Prairie number 2. Grand Prairie 2, repeat the process. Rinse, wash, repeat. Notice a substitute trustee sale. We're going to look for 2 pieces of information. I'm going to look for the debt amount, and I'm going to look for the date. So I'm on the foreclosure announcement, and I'm looking for the debt amount, and I don't see it. Hold on. Okay, we found one here. Let's do this one. Notice a trustee sale. It says the debt is $80,000. Let's go! $80,000. So the foreclosure amount, good morning, Gotham. $80,000 is the debt amount. Let's go back to our announcement. And it says they got this deed of trust in 2010. How many years ago was 2010? Let me know in the comments. How many years ago was 2010? Good evening. Wait a minute. What? Good evening. How many years ago was 2010? 15,000. Sometimes they'll do a short sale, so it could sell for less than the debt. 15 years ago. Wait a minute. So that means the mortgage is halfway finished. You see what I'm saying? So they've paid off about maybe half the debt, something like that, ballparking. And over that same 15-year period, the property is probably, yes, Vanessa, probably appreciated. Yup. So now let's take a look and see if we can find the address and go look at the value. All right. I don't see an address on here of the property. I see the address of like the attorney, but I don't see the address of the property. That's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the deed of trust number right here. I'm going to plug that into the property records search. What if they refi? We're going to look at that. If you're new here, by the way, and you want to learn how to buy assets that produce profit, I'm teaching a free class tomorrow. Just comment the word help and I'll show you how to register. This is my last class. I did a class last night. A bunch of people couldn't make it. They messaged me, and or some of them said they couldn't get in. So I'm going to do another free class. Okay, so I didn't pick that up. If you want to get in, the class is free tomorrow morning. Just say help in the comments, and I will show you how to register. Okay, so it's not reading my help. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna mess with this. To register for tomorrow's class, there's a gold link on this side of the screen in the bottom corner. Tap on the gold link. That's how you register for the class. The class is free. I'm going to teach you how we find assets, how to make sure they produce profit, and how to practice buying them like a video game where you can reset the game if you mess up. We practice buying them so we can gain the skill before we risk our cash. I'm going to teach you my step-by-step process tomorrow. Once you register, come in the comments and say I'm in. Okay, so 201-000. 201. This isn't even close. 201-000. What is it? 322612. 322612. Okay, I think that's it now. Let's take this. Let's go back. Let's search for the deed of trust. We're going to find the value. I'm in Stages of Motherhood. Let's go. Help. Awesome. So to register, Martha Sanchez, to register for tomorrow's class, on this side of the TikTok screen, in the bottom corner, there's a gold link. Just tap on the gold link. So if you're watching the TikTok live, in the corner down here, cool? There's a gold link down there. Once you tap the gold link, my website pops up. You can register. Then come in the comments and say I'm in. Like Stages of Motherhood, so I know you get in. Awesome. Okay, so I found the deed. Let's see if we can find the deed of trust. Warranty deed with vendor's lien. (12/20/2010). 2010. Let's sort this. 12/20/2010 is when they got it. All right, 12/20. Here we go. There's the deed of trust. Okay, so all I did was take the data. I took the deed of trust number from the foreclosure announcement, and I plugged it in and I searched it to the Dallas County Clerk records. All of this is public and free information. And I found it. $80,000 is the deed of trust from 2010. Now let's look at the address. What is the address of this property? I want to confirm and look at the value of this property. This is in Grand Prairie. Maybe it's this one? 840 South Carrier Parkway, Grand Prairie. Let's see. 840 South Carrier something Grand Prairie Parkway. Here we go. This might be a business. Hold on. What is this? Yeah, that's their attorney. I still can't find the gold link. I'm in. How do I log in once I'm registered? You'll get an email with access to the training tomorrow. Okay, if you don't see, how many of you want to register but you don't see the gold link, or you just need help registering? Just say help in the comments. I got to find this address on here. Say help in the comments as I find this address if you need help. Okay, so that was the attorney's address. It might be on the next page. I'm in. Help. Okay, so if you don't see a gold link in the corner, what I would do is when you're on the TikTok live, you see my green face up here? It's just in the top corner. Tap on my green face. Let me try to get out of the way so it locks in. When you tap on the green face, my green face pops up again. Just tap on the green face there. That takes you to my main TikTok website, my TikTok profile. When you're on my TikTok profile, let me show you what it looks like. So you go to TikTok, Moneyman Myers. I'm live right now. You see I'm live. Just go to my website. When you tap on my website, it takes you here. And it says Passive Asset Class, June 14th. That's tomorrow morning. So if you need help doing that, just tap on my green face here. My green face pops up one more time. And then it's going to take you to my TikTok profile. Tap on the website. Takes you here. You can register for free for tomorrow. Okay, I got to find this address. I'm looking for the value of this property. And it's only $80,000. I think we've got a winner here. I think we've got a winner chicken dinner. But we got to find the value on the, oh my gosh, on the foreclosure. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Okay, I think I missed the address. And once I find the address, I'm going to go estimate the value. Grand Prairie. Okay, there's the lot. So there's like the legal description. Other exceptions. Dallas County 75053. Oh, that's the P.O. Box. Okay. Let's go here. Negatory Foxtrot. Interesting. 840 South. That's the law office. 80,000. Wow. Yeah, Jess, check this out. So I found the debt. I'm having a really hard time finding the address. Property records. Okay, date of sale. That's okay. You can run, but you cannot hide. I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. So much information. Who is this one? So sometimes we run into this. Okay. Sometimes we run into this. We're looking at the value. Excuse me, Mr. Myers. I said hi. Hey, good morning, Courtney. Good morning, Courtney. I am sorry. That is my mule. She likes to ride. And if I ignore her, she gets mad. So good morning. Good morning, Courtney. It's good to see you. I'm on the struggle bus right now. Deed of trust, December 2010. That's when they signed it. Okay, so this is the deed of trust. But they don't have the address on here. Or maybe I'm missing it. So they have us the legal address, and usually right under the legal address they have it. But that's okay. Let's go here. Alexa, resume. Hola from NOLA. Let's go. Good to see you. Oh, my gosh. Good morning. He works me like a rented mule and can't say hi. I'm in, Glover. I'm in. I'll see you tomorrow morning. I'm sorry. I'll see you tomorrow morning. I do work her like a rented mule, but I think she kind of enjoys it. I think she's into that kind of thing. Okay, let's go here. Check this out. Dude, once I find this address, it's all over. Dude, here's the problem. There's so many. Look at this. There's a mechanics lien. There's a hospital lien. There's a child support lien. Let me show you this. Like I have to dig through so many of these things, and it's all over the place. $80,000, dude. Okay, how about this? Check this out. I got something for you. Okay, here we go. Watch this. Okay, watch this. You ready? Devoted worker. Let's go. 521 Northwest. I think that's the. No, that's a different one. All right, I'm going to have to dig through a lot of this documents. Let's sort this by date. I apologize. This one's falling off the rails. 2010, past 2010, deed of trust. See if it's listed on this one. See, Frisco, Texas. Totally different one. Let's go here. Here we go. Hold on. 14025 Cimarron Drive. 14025 Cimarron Drive. Good morning. If you're new here, my name is Will, coming to you live from Austin, Texas. I go live all the time. 186. 186,000. So the value is not as big as I thought. Value 186, debt 80, potential profit 106. Is that worth it? What do y'all think? $106,000, nothing to sneeze at. So what if we had $20,000, $25,000 in repairs? Let's go. So if you had $25,000 in repairs, you buy this asset, you still have $81,000 in profit. What do you think about that? But as it stands now, the bank gets first bid. No, because of the other liens. Great perspective. Question, how do you actually get these properties without any actual money? Bobby Blaze, you can finance. You can borrow money ahead of time. But you show up to the foreclosure auction with a cashier's check. She would show up for there. What about the liens? Are we responsible? Let's go there. If you didn't get a chance to register, tomorrow I'm going live, and I'm going to teach a variety of different assets. If you want to learn how to find storage, type help in the comments. If you want to learn how to buy Airbnbs, type help in the comments. If you want to learn how to evaluate foreclosures, type help in the comments. If you want to practice buying real estate, even in high interest rate environments, type help in the comments. Tomorrow morning, I'm going live, and I'm going to teach a variety of those different assets. If you want to be there, the class is free. To register, just comment the word help. I'll show you how to register. We will walk through that tomorrow morning. I did a class last night. A lot of people emailed me saying they couldn't make it and asked for a recording. I don't have a recording. So if you want to be there and learn, I'm doing an encore class for them, and you can sneak in. If you want to register, help, I see you. There's a gold link in the corner. When you're on the TikTok live right here, there's a gold link in the corner. Go tap on the gold link now and register. This is your last call to get registered. So if you were going to do it, now's the time to do it. To register on the TikTok Live, there's a gold link down in the corner. Tap on the gold link. My website then pops up. Once it pops up, you can register. And then once you register, come in the comments and say I'm in. Cool? Chris, register for the gold link. Let's go. Let's go. I think I can do an encore. Encore. Help. 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 Okay, so if you see the gold link, when you're in the TikTok Live, in the bottom corner, there's a gold link. So go down there and tap on the gold link. If you don't see a gold link on yours, what you want to do is you just want to go to my TikTok profile. So you see my big green head here? My big green head is also up here in the top corner. So just tap on my big green head. Then it's going to pop up again. Then tap on it again. Boop. Takes you to my TikTok profile. On my TikTok profile, just tap on my website. When you tap on the website, it's going to pippity pop up here, and it's going to say passive asset class tomorrow for an encore. Jenny, I'm in. Jenny, you are quick. I'm in again, Tina Marie. I'm in again. Hal again. Let's go. Help, Claudia. Okay, so once you get in, are there any companies you recommend that finance foreclosures? I've never used them, so I can't say I recommend them. They don't sponsor me. I'm not promoting them in any way, shape, or form. But you can get a lot of people do this. Kiavi is one of the big ones. You can go to Kiavi. They finance ahead of time foreclosures. My friend Veronica, you can go to closewithveronica.com. She finances. This is a lot of the deals that she's done recently. She's financed a lot of different properties ahead of time that you can register for. Let's go. Cool. So there's many different financing options that you can do to get the money ahead of time to go to a foreclosure. But then when you get the financing, they deposit it in your account. You convert it into cashier's checks. You show up with cashier's checks at the auction. I'm in, Nicole. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Let's go, Nicole. I can't wait. And I'm going to dive deeper into foreclosures tomorrow morning. So we're going to cover a lot of ground. Thank you. What is hers called? Muay Thai guy. Dude, let's go. Dude, I need to get into Muay Thai. But y'all are crazy. Dude, I'm going to punch him in the head. No, he's going to kick me in the jaw. Love it. Closewithveronica.com. Close, like closing a deal, with veronica.com. That's one of them. Cool. If you're new here, my name is Will. I'm coming to you live from Austin, Texas. I go live all the time, and I teach you how to find assets that produce profit. If you want to hang out with us every day, come up here and tap on the follow button. I go live all the time. Let's go, Chris. There are many here where I live. I know there's a lot. There's a lot of foreclosures all over the place right now, and it's only going to get bigger. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. The opportunity to buy foreclosures is here, and it's getting bigger. 400,000 to 1 million foreclosures are going to hit the market. San Antonio, good morning, on top of an already oversaturated and oversupplied real estate market. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. I highly recommend that you join us. I'm going to get out of here. I got to dip like a chip. I got a busy day. I've got a 10 a.m. I'm already late for. Fantastic. What a great way to start the day. Hey, I'm late. Sorry. So if you want to register, go to my TikTok profile, go to my website, go register. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Can you do foreclosures in Mississippi? Yeah, for sure. For sure, Dougie Fresh. I will. Hey, lock in. Gotham, lock in. Every time I talk about Veronica, Gotham loses his mind because that's his girlfriend. He's very protective and overbearing of his girlfriend, Veronica. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'll see you tomorrow, Vanessa. Vanessa, we're going to start sharp at 9 a.m. Central Time, so make sure you say hi. When we get there, say good morning. I'll say good morning. We'll let it rip. Lock in. What's up, real estate rehabber? Let's go. Lock in. We're locked in. We're locked in right now. All right, guys. I love you. I'll catch you on the flip-flop. We're going to do more foreclosures tomorrow morning. You got it. Perfect. See you guys later. Have a great rest of your Friday, and I will see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central Time. Peace.